Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So one of my subscribers asked me if I could show or talk about some of the coolest things that I have found while scrapping. And all of the things here you see I've either found while scrapping or give you a little background. When I was in university, my summer job was actually picking up the recycle bins. As well, I was later promoted to the processing plant supervisor. So we found a lot of cool things that came up the line, a lot of money, sometimes jewelry, and some really interesting items. So what I want to do today is I'm going to go through some of the items that I've found. I am going to need the YouTube community to comment on some of this stuff because I'm not sure on age on some of these things and also price value. I don't want to scrap these things because I know I could make more money selling them as is, but thought it was really interesting to kind of show you some of the items. So here we go. First one I want to show you, actually, interesting story. I did find this teacup saucer while garbage picking, and unfortunately with this one, I put it into the van, I turned a corner, and I could hear a break. And interestingly, I did actually find several teacups in that garbage bin, and of course this was the only one that broke. After looking it up, I had to see what it was worth, and as you can see on the back, these are for my English and UK fans. This is a Paragon. It says, by appointment to Your Majesty the Queen, China Potters. Beautiful intricate designs in here. This plate is intact. However, we did have to put some super glue on this cup. After looking it up online, realized that Paragon was a really high-end teacup manufacturer, and we've actually seen the exact same teacup going for $259 American on eBay. $259 is almost $300 Canadian. Obviously, I would not get that amount because of the break there, but my wife definitely did a good job super gluing it. But really interesting teacup, and I actually did go back to that person and told her what she threw out, and she said, you know, for her it was just trash. So it meant, you know, really no significant value to her. So that was interesting. So a nice Paragon teacup set. Unfortunately, a crack in this, but that was found in the trash. As you can see over here, just a couple of different candlesticks. You find a lot of these. These are not significant value, but really pretty. And obviously this has no scrappable value, but definitely I can put it online and sell it as is, you know, even for $10. And nice thing is it's diverted from the landfill as well. But beautiful, different, you know, inlay. This one is actually National Silver Company in Japan. A couple candlesticks here, really nice. Obviously these are fake, but these are going for $30 on eBay. Again, these actually, interesting, were not found in the same place. This I actually got at the recycling company many years ago. Nice toy phone. It still has the bell to it, as you can see. I believe this is East Hampton gong bell. So this is just a toy phone. So sometimes you'll find some antique phones or toys. Definitely, before someone comments, I am not putting this in my steal or shred bin. I'm going to keep this because I love antiques. I love history. And this is just a really cool toy phone. And it still has, as I said, the original string that goes with it. My kids love looking at this and ringing the bell. So really cool item there. In my opinion, one of the coolest items that I found while at the recycling company, this was many years ago, my dad actually made me a case for this, is a World War I bayonet. As you can see the end here, I really wonder if someone was cleaning out dad's or grandpa's attic, thought they were just knives, threw it in there because it was steel, thought that it would go in the recycle bin. Luckily, I saw it instantly. I knew it was a bayonet, pulled it out, and after some research, there is some marking on there, so it is a Lee Enfield or Ross rifle. bayonet, but World War I. So this is the coolest item I have. I collect World War I and II memorabilia. I am part of the History Society. And for me, as a teacher, I bring my World War stuff into the school every year to show the kids, to educate them on the importance of never forgetting, and also, you know, reminding them these things are the epitome of death and despair and destruction and loss of life and natural resources. So it is a great educational tool for me, and it was almost as if I was meant to have it. Luck was on my side, and I was able to keep this and preserve it, as well as show it off to future generations. So a World War I bayonet, my top coolest thing that I found while trash picking. Some of these, now getting into the bigger items, these are what I need help with. The latest item that I found was actually on a bulk pickup. This is, I believe, 1950 radio. As you can see, it still has some of the knobs. On the back, there is the opening. Unfortunately, the back is off, but you know, for my scrappers, there's a nice compressor or a transformer back there. There's some copper transformer motors there. Some metal bells here. I don't know if they're brass, but obviously I am not going to scrap this, but would love someone to weigh in, tell me what it is. I don't know much about it other than it says Westinghouse, and you know, maybe I will put this on Kijiji instead, or it doesn't work, unfortunately, or just keep it around as just a cool collectible item. But really cool. Like I said, this was my latest find. It was just on a bulk pickup. Happened to drive by it before someone else did, and you know, upon looking at it, I thought it was really, really neat. So I believe it's a radio. Another item that I just recently found, actually, is the old Commodore. This is a Commodore video monitor, model 1702. Haven't actually plugged it in. I'm sure it still works, but interesting. Couple of the houses I drive by on garbage day throw out a couple things every week, so I'm interested just to actually, or eager just to go up to their house and say, hey, do you want me to come in there and start taking stuff? But really cool. I've never seen a Commodore since grade 5, so about, you know, 20 years ago. But yeah, I didn't even know we still had them. But Commodore, like I said, I don't know how old this is, but really neat. For you scrappers, you know that their TVs do have a nice copper bell and a nice degaussing table, but definitely going to be worth more selling it as is than on as scrap. Another one I have here is the vacuum cleaner. I actually did scrap. I have another video on showing an old vacuum cleaner, and I had a lot of comments from people saying these parts could go for $100, you know, if you sold them. So don't want to sell or scrap this one, but really cool one. I've never seen one like this. Not sure how old or anything, but you know, things were definitely made a lot better a couple years ago. This is solid steel or metal, nice copper wire there. But unfortunately, I think the motor's broken. There is a couple pieces missing from this, but really, really cool vacuum cleaner. And you do find a lot of different vacuum cleaners, you know, and antique fans and things like that people are throwing out. Next one I had was, and this one I thought was really cool. This is your traditional, my phone for the blind, if you will, or people that could hard to see. For my students, you probably don't know what these are because you're used to the Apple TVs and you know, the even flip phones are gone out of style, but the new cell phones. This is a model that we used to have where it was landline. So really cool, and I love how it's got the great big numbers to it. Very difficult not to get the right number on here. So this was interesting. There is no date on this, but thought it was really cool. Big button speakerphone, it's called. So interesting. This one here is, it's a dehumidifier. This actually does work still. Someone was just throwing it out. And, you know, I could sell this online as is because it is in working condition. Some people buy them for parts. Really cool thing about dehumidifiers is a really nice aluminum coil in there. It's all metal on the outside except this plastic. This is really, if I was to scrap this, which I'm not, but this is really the only non-scrappable item on there. There is a compressor in there that is going to have copper, and because it's an older model, it probably also has Freon, so definitely if I was to scrap this, I would have to make sure that I got the proper person in to flush the Freon, because it is illegal to cut that open and allow the Freon to be released. But as I said, this is working order. I have seen these online for $25 Canadian. I'm not sure, but as I said, not sure the age, not sure much about this. So if any of my YouTube friends know anything about these or could weigh in on that, that'd be greatly appreciated. So as I said, guys, a lot of cool things that I find. I continue to find things every day, and you know, some things I will donate if it doesn't match the style of our house, or sell at a yard sale. But like I said, a lot of the stuff still works, and before I scrap it, one of my big rules is good condition. I want to either donate it, sell it for a higher value intact, but the most important thing is diverting it from the landfill. So I'm glad I was able to do that. Really, really cool, as I said, and also be able to share some history with the younger generations. So thank you for that question. Yes, some really cool items that I have found and continue to find. Please comment down below. If you know anything about these items, weigh in, as I said. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Tin Man out.